Have you ever wondered about the resilience of faith, as exhibited by Prophet Nooh a.s.? A man of great strength and patience, he lived during a time when the world was steeped in ignorance and disbelief. People worshipped idols, turning their backs on the unity and oneness of God. The moral and spiritual climate of his era was tempestuous and challenging, a backdrop against which Prophet Nooh was given the divine mission to guide his people towards the path of righteousness. Yet when he presented his message, the people dismissed him. They mocked him, scorned him, and rejected the truth he brought. The disbelief was profound, the rejection heart-wrenching. But did this deter Prophet Nooh? Not in the least. His resolve was as mighty as the mountains, his faith as deep as the ocean. Despite the rejection, Prophet Nooh's faith never wavered. But then, something monumental occurred. God spoke to Nooh. In a world consumed by disbelief, there was a divine intervention. The Almighty revealed a grand plan to Nooh. He was instructed to build an ark, a vessel of salvation not just for him, but for all believers and the creatures of the earth. This was no ordinary task, can you imagine? Amidst a desert landscape, he was to build a ship. The idea was unfathomable, even ludicrous to many. His people laughed, they jeered, they dismissed him as a madman. Yet, amidst the mockery and disbelief, Nooh did not falter. He was a pillar of faith, unwavering in his task. He understood that this divine revelation was not just a test of his faith, but a testament to his resilience. He worked tirelessly, day and night, his actions a silent response to the ridicule. His people may have doubted, but Nooh knew his mission was divine. Even in the face of ridicule, Nooh remained steadfast in his mission. Then came the day that would change everything. The sky darkened, and a deluge of rain began to fall like never before. This wasn't just a storm, it was the onset of the Great Flood. Prophet Nooh, a beacon of steadfast faith and resilience, had been preparing for this day. He had built an ark under divine guidance, a refuge against the impending doom. With the first drops of the celestial downpour, Prophet Nooh and the believers, those who had heeded his warnings and accepted the divine message, boarded the ark. They left behind a world consumed by disbelief, a world that was now bearing the brunt of its actions. Meanwhile, those who had chosen to ignore the prophet's call, those who had rejected the divine truth, were left to face the consequences. The relentless rain showed no mercy, and the disbelievers were swept away, leaving only a memory of a time that was. As the waters receded, a new chapter began for Prophet Nooh and the believers. So, what can we learn from this story of resilience and faith? Let's revisit the powerful narrative of Prophet Nooh, a tale of unwavering faith in the face of adversity, and draw some key lessons from his life. As we delve into the story, we see a man who stood firm in his belief, even when he was met with ridicule and rejection by his own people. Prophet Nooh's story imparts the importance of resilience. It teaches us to remain steadfast, even when our faith is tested in the most challenging of circumstances. His life serves as a beacon of hope, illuminating the path for those who are battling against the waves of disbelief, reminding us that the journey might be tough, but the fruits of perseverance are sweeter. Moreover, the narrative of Prophet Nooh underlines the significance of trust in God's plan. Nooh did not waver in his faith, even when the odds seemed stacked against him. He was patient and trusted God's plan, even when it involved building an ark on dry land. This level of trust is a lesson for us all, a reminder to have faith in the wisdom of the divine plan, even when it seems unfathomable to our limited understanding. The story of Prophet Nooh also highlights the grave consequences of disbelief. His people paid a heavy price for their arrogance and denial of God's message. This serves as a warning and a reminder of the power of faith and the importance of acknowledging the truth. So, as we reflect on the story of Prophet Nooh, let's remember the lessons it teaches us. Let's strive to be resilient in our faith, trust in God's plan, and beware of the consequences of disbelief. Indeed, the story of Prophet Nooh a.s. serves as a timeless reminder of the power of faith, the importance of perseverance, and the ultimate triumph of truth over falsehood.